Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun up.
What's up, guys? Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back for reaction to House of the Dragon. This is season 2, episode 6, Smallfolk. We are officially on the hunt for more dragon riders. We need more dragon riders, damn it, because at the end of the last episode, Rhaenyra was actually having that discussion with her son that there's more Targaryens out there that nobody knows even exist, and they are very capable of riding dragons. And after the episode ended, it actually got me thinking two things. The first one being Corlys' son. We know he's still alive, he's still out there, and he is very capable of riding dragons as well. So now would be the perfect time for his character to come back into play. And the other thing I was thinking is, do you guys remember a few episodes back? I can't remember exactly which one, but there was that random dude in the bar when he was talking to some strangers, and he was telling them that he's actually a long distant relative of the Targaryens. And then when Aegon came in the bar, he like stuck off into the darkness. But I thought he was lying. Maybe he wasn't. So could he possibly come back into play as well? Let's see. Also, before we begin the episode, King Aegon is still alive, although Aemon, he is right there on the throne. He really wants to be king himself. So I don't know how much time Aegon has left in him, or if he's actually going to fully recover from his injuries. But regardless, Aemon is about to make some moves out here. So I think I'm just about ready to jump right in and check out this episode. So if you guys look at my full reaction to the show, link to my Patreon is down in the description below. Or subscribe to the channel. Now is a very good time. Click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go.
I suppose you will make for Harrenhal at once.
I want you to send a raven to King's Landing. Tell my brother we are ready to march as soon as Prince Aemon is able to join us. On Vhagar.
Better message him quick. Brought a goddamn lion.
He dares to summon me.
Yes.
With haste. Tell your brother that if he does not deliver his host to Harrenhal with haste, Daemon's dragon will become the least of his worries.
Your irritations are justified, Aemon, but it does seem...
I have a task for you as well.
Oh shit.
The Triarchy may play at accepting terms, but they are not to be trusted. Your father knew this.
The Dowager Queen speaks wisely, Your Grace. Even if the blockade could be broken, are we to invite these alien raiders into our waters so close to King's Landing?
It's time you set out for Harrenhal, I think.
And you yourself?
I'll fly out to meet you when the time is ripe. My uncle is a challenge I welcome, if he dares face me.
I really want to see that, man.
You know very well I represented your father during the last years of his life, and I have been a counselor to Aegon.
Capably so. Father's dead. Aegon is...
near death. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's gonna give her the boot.
That need is ended. You are no longer obliged.
Fuck.
Neither of which is to be decided,
I release
King.
you of your seat, such as it was.
I would give her my seat.
Domestic pursuits.
Anytime, Alicent.
The indignities of your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged.
I find myself, Sir Stefan, in an impossible position.
There is still Daemon, and Caraxes, and the Rivermen.
That remains to be seen.
Team Black is
I must
down
now
right
proceed
now.
as if I stand alone. And I see now that to do that, I need more dragon riders.
Then who could do it?
You. You are of noble birth.
I am but a man.
It's gonna rip him into
Dragons are
two.
gods. Your Grace.
I say let him do it.
Beyond what I deserve.
I do not compel you to do this. It has never been attempted before.
That is my oath, Your Grace.
It's like rolling the dice right now. Either you gain a dragon, or you get killed by one.
Did you say it? The heir for a day. Did you say it?
You should have been at my side. But instead, you chose to celebrate your own right.
I have only ever defended you. And everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face. I've decided to name a new heir by order
They're playing
of
this.
your king.
And the Peaky Blinders.
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
This guy I said it last time I recap. He's always there.
What are you playing at, old man?
I do wonder, Your Grace, if you're getting enough sleep. This old place is...
Are you mocking me? Sit! Perhaps you resent my being here. Or are you still in league with your club-footed nephew? Or is it Rhaenyra herself?
He is losing it.
Oh, Your Grace.
Yes. Leave this place. Should have did this like 3 episodes ago.
You are not the player, but a piece on the board. As am I, for that matter.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
You struggle to see there's an anger that blinds you.
She never even wanted it. The crown.
Well, that's perhaps why your brother gave the crown to her. Perhaps those who strive for it are the least suited to wear it.
Don't lecture me!
He's got issues, man.
If you have any counsel for dealing with the River Lords, I'd be glad of it.
You know, he wants her to speak.
House Tully is not the largest house in the Riverlands, nor is it the richest, but it is the most stable. Do nothing now. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
Everybody's being told to do nothing this season. Aegon, Rhaenyra, now Daemon. Where is it? Here it comes. I want this one. Here's the test. I'd be nicer to him. Good boy. Or good girl.
Rebas! No heles! See smoke!
No way this works. Go, go. Oh, yeah. They're so scary. He's like, oh, come on. Come on. He looks cool there. Friendly. Serve sea smoke. Oh! He's like, no! Just fucking with you. He burned, cut, and then he tried to save himself. That was freaking crazy.
I'm pleased with our progress. This ship will sail in a few days' time. I wish you to sail with me. As my first mate.
Is this an order or a request?
I will expect you to report for your duties on the morrow.
It's an order.
It's my lordship commands.
Makes you sick, doesn't it? Knowing they're banqueting every night at the castle, while we go without. And what do you think? There is to be another revel on the morrow with dancing.
That ain't right.
Apologies, my good man.
King Viserys loved his feasts and his wine, but never while our small folk went without.
Aye. But
He was
he's gone now.
respected.
No use wondering what might have been.
I'm surprised she was talking like that so openly. Got him thinking, though.
Sea Smoke has fled Dragonstone, and Sir Stephen was a valiant knight.
He bailed?
Regrettable. His numbers were few, but we may yet retain.
Oh, shit!
It is my fault, I think, that you have forgotten to fear me.
There is good news to be had. The small folk of King's Landing are listening. This becomes you.
Okay.
It seems, Your Grace, that the small folk have become restless.
Why is this anger directed at us? It is Rhaenyra the Pretender who ordered the gullet closed and left them all to starve.
We still look to you to ensure their well-being. It does occur to me that Your Grace has yet to name a hand.
Here's his chance.
Do you take me for a fool? Every king needs a hand. Make it your responsibility.
My prince, it is an honor I've never considered for myself.
Not to serve as hand, you toad. Defection. Send word to Otto Hightower. My grandsire may be overcautious, but his devotion to his family
bringing him
is not
back.
in doubt. You're late.
I am happy to report that
I kind of love that.
the king has regained consciousness this morning. He may yet live.
He's alive.
What happy news?
King Aegon is alive. Oh, what happy news. Oh. That cabbage. Would have been better off dead. Yeah, he knows what he did.
What do you remember?
Oh!
You challenged me, Lise. It was foolish.
It was.
I remember.
My prince.
You're in the most capable hands, Your Grace. It seems my brother has a long recovery ahead of him, Grand Maester. See that he is made to rest comfortably.
Will you lead us to war yourself?
For a certainty, I cannot remain here, pacing the floors, waiting for defeat and despair to visit me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I'm doing all I can.
You will still never match the strength of the Green Armies. We need Damon and his dragon.
Yes.
May I be free for even 1 hour of the constant refrain of Damon, Damon, Damon.
Your Grace.
Damon.
The Lady Massaria.
My queen, our gift is sent.
All right, some good news.
What gift?
It's like a video game loot crate. Yo! Looking them up. Looking up the people.
I wish to give you my blessing.
Well, my thanks to the Queen Dowager.
That was awkward.
I wondered if you'd heard from Father. I sent ravens to Highgarden and Dogtown, but had no reply.
I've heard nothing.
Strange there has been no word.
Otto Hightower is ever resourceful. He will send news when there is news to send.
My son Daron, what's he like?
I didn't know about this.
Stalwart. Clever. As adept with his loot as he is with his sword. He's kind.
Kindness is a quality I found lacking in his brothers.
You did well to send him to Ward.
I shall pray to the warrior for your safe return.
Where'd you get that food? We're near ships. Ships? They came ashore in the middle of the night with gifts from the Queen. She thinks of us even now.
Shit! They're fighting for it.
Your Graces, we must leave. Now. On your flank.
They didn't do it though.
Keep moving.
She's got a fish thrown at her. Somebody help her.
No! Sheathe your swords! Sheathe your swords!
Sheathe your swords!
Unsheathe your swords! Oh, they're on them. Eventually, you just gotta start slicing. That's gonna happen. Yo, just by dropping off food, Renera has done this. This is her best move yet.
The drink takes the pain away. It dulls your mind. He's bound your leg.
Look at his eye.
But you will never run again. I came screaming into the world from the bowels of one of Harren's great towers.
He's not a runner either.
People will pity you, either behind your back or in your presence.
Tear shed.
And they will underestimate you. And this will be your advantage. No. Your brother rules in your place now, which means that your life is in danger. But I think you know that.
Oh, he knows that. That's why he remembers nothing.
Brother.
Man.
David, she's gone.
Damon's been on like a season-long acid trip. Like this better fucking lead to something. That's all I'm gonna say. This better be the last episode of his acid trip.
Oh, Grace.
This guy again!
Powerful news from Riverrun, my king.
I told you!
Lord Grover is dead.
Damon's just suffering here. What a season for him. Adam! Looked like it hurt. It's a bird. It's a plane. Ah! That's sea smoke. Up close and personal.
I do not think I can win this war.
I think you're tired.
My own son questions my capabilities. And even if we somehow prevailed, how will I rule a kingdom when my own son doubts me?
You have me.
This is a long hug. Oh!
Begging your pardon.
The Dragon Sea Smoke has been sighted flying over Spicetown.
Oh, that's awesome. Don't end. Ah, they ended it there. They're gonna make his way. There's only 2 episodes left this season. It's a very short season. 2 episodes. This was a very chill episode too, but before we go any further, alright guys, that was House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 6, Smallfolk. And like I was saying, that was a pretty chill episode. It felt like not too much happened, but before I get into my 2 favorite parts of the episode, I want to say one thing up front here. I'm kind of over Damon's trip outs, like this acid trip he's been on all season. It's been going on way too long, man. I heard before this season started, I think it was even during or at the very end of last season, I watch Angry Joe sometimes. He does like recaps of episodes. So after I watch an episode, I typically watch his recap or another person's reaction. And I think he mentioned it during last season's recap that he was even saying like for season 2, I don't think there's going to be much for Damon to do. And he's read the books before, so he tries not to spoil things, but so he won't actually say like what goes down, so don't worry, I'm not getting spoiled, but he does kind of give an indication sometimes about certain characters without fully saying their fate for like what to look forward to for following season. And yeah, for this one, he's basically saying, I don't know what they're going to do with Damon. I don't think there's really much that goes down with him in the books during this period, so yeah, we're kind of seeing it. This is what they came up with. Like, I guess this wasn't fully part of the book. Let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I've never read it, so eventually I will. I promise you guys, I will. And I'll make videos about it when I do. We'll have full-on discussions about that. But yeah, I guess during this period, does Damon just disappear in the book? Like, they just wrote him out for a while? Because in this show, it seems like, man, is this really all he's got to work with? Like this season-long acid trip? And yo, that one dude, every single time he wakes up, it's that one strong. Like, oh, your grace, my king, my king. Like every single time he's tripping out. Initially, I was thinking, oh, 100%, it's the witch. She's the one getting in his head, messing with his mind. She's the one doing it, and most likely she is. But I swear to God, I feel like he has a part to play in this as well, because every single time Damon is like awakened from his trip out, it's that old dude. He's the one that's always awakening him. So yeah, I feel like he's involved somehow. I don't know exactly how. Is he poisoning him a bit? I really don't know, but there's got to be more to it. Hopefully there's more to it. All right, with that out of the way, I think that was the main complaint that I really got going into the or coming out of this episode, because yeah, like I said, they should have wrapped up that whole trip out like 3 episodes ago. Like, if you got nothing else to do with them, just don't show them. Like, don't keep on going back to the same thing over and over again every single episode. Like, all this could have been done 3 episodes ago, in my opinion. Although it was pretty cool to see Viserys once again. I'm guessing they actually brought back the actor, because it looked like he put on a couple pounds since his last appearance. Although his last appearance, he was not only near death, he had actually died on his deathbed. So I guess that's part of the reason he looks quite different as well. This is a lively Viserys that we're actually getting, a non-sick Viserys this time around. It was actually great to see, even though it was weird, like nightmare flashbacks for Damon. It was still cool to see the actor return once again, reprise his role. But All right, with that out of the way, let's focus on a couple of things that I really did like this episode. More the action-related moments of the episode, because for the most part, like I said, it was pretty chill, and there's nothing wrong with that. But let's talk about a couple of those moments that I really did enjoy about this episode. The first one that comes to mind is right when shit hit the fan, right after Rhaenyra delivered all that food to the people of King's Landing, and shit really hit the fan for Alicent and Helena, while they're just innocent up there. They're just like minding their own beeswax, praying on their own time. Then they're like, Queens, we gotta get you the fuck out of here. And then immediately they were like rushed out, and I think Alicent got a fish thrown at her. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she got a fish actually slapped across her face. So yeah, I need to know more about that. Was that actually a fish? Were my eyes deceiving me there? Because I did not expect that one bit. Like, she's innocent, at least in my opinion. Like, she does not deserve that, and definitely not Helena either. She's super innocent of this, and she just lost a child, so leave her alone too. But the best moment that came out of that, while they were being rushed away, one of the King's Guard, this one of these peasants, they put their hands on Alicent, and he was like, nope, grab his sword, and you see his entire arm come right off, and right away Alicent knows. She's kind of like her father in that sense, where you got to be good to the people will be good to you, because she's like, no, sheathe your swords, put your goddamn swords away. No more bloodshed, otherwise there's gonna be a lot more bloodshed on our side. And also with the mention of Otto Hightower, he is coming back. Aemon, I guess he's fully. There's a couple things I want to talk about in regards to Aegon and where he's currently at, and Aemon too, because Aemon is currently sitting on the throne, although he's a temporary placeholder while Aegon rests and recovers from his injuries. But at the same time, we also saw this episode, two key conversations went down with Aegon. The first one was with Aemon, where he basically went in there and fucking threatened him right quick, like, yo, I'll kill you if you say anything right now. He's like, what do you remember? And then right away, Aegon knew. He's like already in so much pain. He's like, nothing, brother, nothing, I remember nothing. And then Aemon's just like, all right then. Like, good. And then obviously the other people came in, the Maester, he came in as well. And then the other big conversation, so that's part of the reason why he's sitting on the throne. Aegon's going to allow him to sit there for as long as he wants, pretty much, while he recovers, going to let him do his thing. Otherwise, he's going to be killed off any moment now. And then the other big big conversation was Larys that went in there. Larys, he went in there, and at first I thought he was going to torture him, like maybe he was going to take him out by his own will, but I don't think he fully gets along with Aemon either, because we also saw Aemon just kind of toying with him, messing with him, when that might have been the wrong move on Aemon's behalf, because he's like, I forget exactly how the words that he chose, but he's like, Larys, I'm giving you the task. He's like, oh, your grace, I never would have in a million years thought of anything like this to behold, to become of me. And then fuck you. And then he knows that they're playing each other there in that moment. And then Aemon's just like, I'm giving you that task to actually crown the rightful, or find the right person, you idiot, you toad. Or I think he actually called him a toad as well. So we saw that Larys didn't like that at all. He's like, I will see to it immediately. And he gave him the side eye as well. And then when he went to see Aegon, my first initial thought is he going to take out the king? But then I realized also, he doesn't really like Aemon also. So it might be more fitting for him if Aegon actually lives. And at first, he was torturing him too, because he's like, medicine, give me my medicine. And then he's like, no, I got it from here. I'll give it to him in a bit when I'm ready to give it to him. And then when he's actually having a conversation, I'm like, fuck, give him his medicine. And then you see Aegon, he's torturing me, tearing up. His eye is gone. His one eye is completely gone. And Larys just the conversation completely shifted, where he tells his story. He's shedding a tear himself. And he's like, the thing is, they will see that we're weak, you and I, and then we can really truly prove our strength, or something to that effect. And basically he's like, yeah, let them think that we're weak, then we'll truly let them feel our wrath. So that was a very interesting conversation, and I think now he's got Aegon on his side, so they have a secret alliance now while he rests and recovers, which is pretty cool. And that was probably his biggest play all season, because Larys, he's very much kind of like Daemon, just been sitting in the background, hasn't really been doing much this season. So it's pretty cool to see him make a move. And I don't know why I'm kind of rooting for Aegon. I know he's a dick. Like, he's not a good king. He's not even the rightful king. Like, I shouldn't be cheering him on. Yet I still somehow find myself cheering for him. I don't know why. Let me know. Am I alone in that stance? I'm sure most of you guys hate him and just can't wait for him to die. But I don't know why. I always root for the underdog, and now he's kind of an underdog. And I was saying this before too. Like, he kept on fucking up, but he had a couple chances to prove himself. Now he might have another chance to prove himself. And Lars was also saying, like, you're already becoming a legend the longer you live for surviving Dragon's Fire. So yeah, you can go at any time. You're good now. Just let go. But he's like, or you could add to that legacy. Let's wait for you to recover. I'll help you. Our secret alliance. Then we could truly fuck everyone up later. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what becomes of that secret alliance, because I wouldn't be surprised if that plays a part to Aemon's downfall, because as of right now, he's basically he's basically king. He's got the biggest dragon in the world. Like, he's only got one eye, but he still looks like a freaking savage. So he's on top of things right now. Yes, he's not the true king for the moment, but he's pretty damn close. And the king, the actual true king, well, I guess you could say the true king. Well, no, because there's the true queen out there, but you know what I mean when I say the true king, the one that's everybody thinks should be on the throne, or that's the whole point of the story, where not everybody thinks he should be on the throne. But for the people that do think he should be on the throne, he's even allowing Aemon to just do whatever the fuck he wants. So for the time being, Aemon is kind of running shit. He's on top of the world, but with this episode, we saw it too. Right away, he dismissed his mother, Alicent. I don't think she's going to do anything to go against him per se, but I think that was the start of it as well. But then he did make a good move also, bringing back Otto. So that was kind of interesting why he chose to dismiss his mother. But she was also kind of like, man, it feels like everybody's playing everybody. It almost feels like a Game of Thrones over here, because I don't know if it was just me, but right after being dismissed by Aemon, Alicent was kind of like playing him a bit too. That's when she started showing some motherly love that he so long yearns for. And that's why he goes to like that brothel to get, because he doesn't actually get that from home. So I don't know if that was just me like kind of reading too much into that scene, but I was thinking, yo, she knows this as well. So she's like trying to like give him that little something, very much like to appease him for the moment, even though she doesn't really give a fuck. Just so she's not dismissed either. So yeah, let me know more about that. Your guys' thoughts on that in the comments down below also. But the other cool moment, the last thing that I really want to talk about before I go, is the one dude trying to tame the dragon. I forget his name, but at first, yo, Smoke, he was playing it cool. Yo, he's kind of a bit of a dick too, because he's like leaning to the side. He's like, all right, come on over. Like, I'll give you a ride. And then the dude's like, all right, we did it. Blessed be me. I'm a dragon rider. And then the dude's like right about to step up. I don't know. I don't think he was handling the situation really well either, because I would have been trying to like smooth talk the dragon a little bit more. Like, who's a good boy? You're a good boy. All right. I'll give you a treat after. Let me board you, and don't eat me. Don't light me up. Then we'll good. Then we'll have a nice ride. Then we'll chill. Okay, buddy? All right, good buddy. Like that's pretty much how I talk to my cats, but not so much like don't eat me part. But yeah, I would try to treat it like, I don't know, almost like I would talk to an animal. That's the reason why I say it. All jokes aside, I would legitimately, if that was real in that moment, yes, I'd be shaking my boots as well, but I'd be trying to calm it a little bit. You know, that'd be the best way I could think of to do just that. So I don't know, he wasn't, I guess you gotta try to take control also, like, of the dragon, show the dragon who's truly in command. But I don't know, just being like an animal lover like myself, I would try to like just treat like a cat or something. So I probably would have gotten eaten as well, but I don't think so. I like to believe that that dragon would have eaten me, but who knows? I guess we'll never know. But going back to that scene where the dude thinks he's in the safe moment, you just know in that moment, it's like, all right, it's gone way too smooth. It's like the very first attempt, he's gonna board this dragon. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. And then we actually see as he's going to see Smoke is just like, nope. It just freaking lights him up. Like, what a dick. Why'd you even like go in there? He's like looking at him with like puppy dog eyes, too sad puppy dog eyes. Like, he was like enticing him too to come on over, got him close, and they just like, nah, it took too long, bro. I'm done with you. And then just lit him up. And then also this episode, the last thing truly before I go is that random far long distant relative of the Targaryens? Is he actually a Targaryen? Because we saw him this episode too. I'm pretty sure that was the same guy, right? So he might have a bigger part to play, because we saw word being spread to amongst that bar. The same girl, one of the girls, I think the bartender was the girl that Aegon ate in the first season. Can't say the actual word, otherwise YouTube will be like to me. They'll treat me like his son. So yeah, that whole scene, they're planting a lot of seeds right now. I thought the food scene was very clever too. Like that whole plan, that whole trick, that whole ploy was very clever. And also that one dude, we keep on seeing him pop up. I don't know what his name is. He has like the long hair in King's Landing, one of the peasants. He's like looking after his family. He knocked one dude out for some fucking cabbage or lettuce this episode. I think he's gonna join Rhaenyra's side as well. I wouldn't be surprised about that. And then the last thing is Sea Smoke's rider. It has to be Adam, right? There's no way it freaking ate him and then found somebody else. So obviously we know that that's Corlys' son. Both of them. That's the other thing I wasn't sure about, if it was just Alan, but it's actually Alan and Adam. So they're both Corlys' sons. They're both Valyrian. They both can ride dragons, yo. We got some more dragon riders. So yeah, I guess he's officially claimed his, or I guess Sea Smoke officially claimed his own dragon rider, which is even more cool if that's actually the case. So Rhaenyra's going to meet up with him next episode. And I wasn't sure if he actually knew who he was, like that they were sons of Corlys. But yeah, they knew the entire time. They were more on the ball than I am. So 2 episodes to go, guys. The next episode title is not announced yet, but regardless, I'm looking forward to it. The next one will be the penultimate episode for the 2nd season. And then we got the season 2 finale. I'm sure we're going to get another battle. I wouldn't be surprised if it's at Harrenhal. And then we probably got to wait another 3 years for season 3. But regardless, let's not think about that just yet. We still got 2 more episodes, guys, so I'm hyped for it. And as always, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your night. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough.